Hey, good morning. Happy Monday to you. It's February the 2nd, 2026, and we are here to rise and shine. Thanks for joining us here at Sea Lake Journeys. I'm your host, Chet. With me today, of course, is your ever lovable group of critters back here with Sensei Wabbit, Second Degree Dirty Belt, and all this entourage back there. And today's featured squeakies will be Chuck the Duck and this dude right here. We're going with the all yellow cast. How about that? Yellow chicken, yellow duck. Why not? If I was going to get a drink today on a cruise ship, it'd probably be a yellow bird. Yeah, have you ever heard of that one? It's an oldie goldie from Carnival. It's not even on the menu no more. But if you get to the right bartender, someone who's been working for Carnival for 20 years, and you say, hey man, did you work back here in the day when they made yellow birds? He's like, oh yeah, I know what you mean. I said, can you make one of them? Yeah. So that's funny because some of them will make stuff off menu. Yeah, if you find the right guy and maybe, slip them a little tip, helps enhance their memory. Just saying. Good morning, John Gailor here, first one in. Thanks for joining us here this morning, John. Another brisk weather morning down here in sunny Florida. It was like 25 degrees. Wind chill was only 17 today, though, so didn't get any colder that way. But we have frost all over the ground. Yesterday we just had a little bit of frost. Today we got the ground's covered with it everywhere. Everything's covered with frost. It looks like it snowed ice. Not snow, but ice everywhere. It's crazy. And Mickey, hey Mickey, got my wavy hand from Mickey this morning, so I'm good to go. My note keeps wanting to stick to me this morning. I guess it wants me to remember what I'm supposed to talk about. Happy Monday to you too as well. There. So for breakfast, I had my sirloin tips this morning with peppers and onions and a little glass of milk. I'm reducing my milk amount now too because milk has sugar in it too, lactase. Yeah, so you know that. So reducing that and nothing else as far as carb wise. Just the good old sirloin tips with onions and peppers. Oh man, that was so good. Yeah, so we're cooking along there on our vacation preparation, and Mickey says matches numbers a thumbs up. Thank you so much for that, Mickey. We appreciate it. And the traveling champagnes, good evening, good morning to you. I said good evening, I don't know why, because I'm goofy like that, but good morning to y'all. Good to see y'all here this morning. And Tom and Terry right there from Chicago coming down here. I know y'all got some freezy cold weather up there. I mean, if we got this, y'all got something worse, so we're not really complaining too much. However, I do want to let y'all know that we're on a power company, and they had a thing they rung around. There's no cost to us, but it's supposed to help during times like this to help save us money and help power grid situation, things like that. And they let us know by email last night that between 5 and 10 in the morning, hard freeze warning, power grid was going to be really struggling with it, to watch out for that. And we was like, okay. So sure enough, about 6:30 this morning, boop, they turned our heater off. All the rest of the power worked. Only the heater went off because they put a device that's connected to our air conditioning and heat. Now it only shut it off for a little while. It's already back on. I mean, it's been back on for, I don't know, a half hour. So probably for about an hour it was off. And we speculate that it's a school day. They're trying to heat that school up. Businesses are trying to heat up first thing in the morning. And so they cut us back for an hour, which is no big deal, and then turn it back on. I'm like, you know what? That's okay. It worked out good. If it didn't work out good, I went out there and cut that thing off. If that thing went off at midnight last night and still wasn't on yet, I'd be like, say goodbye to that thing. But it worked out okay. Yeah, so hey, good morning to Aaron Smith right there. A happy retirement to you, Aaron. And like I tell everybody who newly retires, the first month you're gonna be like, this is great. You're gonna be chilled, and then all of a sudden the pace will start to pick up on you. And after a few months, you'll be like, man, I'm busier now than I was when I was working. And you're gonna look at all the other household stuff you used to do, and you're gonna be like, when did I used to do this? When did I have enough time when I was working to do this? Because now I'm retired and I'm doing something else and I ain't got enough hours in the day to do it all. Aaron, it's coming for you, but it's a good problem. It's a good problem to have. So congratulations to Aaron right there on happy retirement. I think the heater always gets me like this. You know? Yeah, I always thought it was just the first time it comes on in the season, and sometimes we go years and never turn it on, and it's like dust, dust or something. It's like, oh, my head clogged up and everything, but it's still doing it. And we've ran our heater more this year than we have in the last 10 years combined, I think now. But my head is a little stuffy right now. It's just from the dust. I ain't sick or nothing. I feel great. Ryan right there from PK Adventure Travels. Good morning to you. He's saying good morning to everybody right there. And we got a Nancy coming in. Hey, Nancy, good morning to you. She's just up the road from me right there, Jimmy's mom. And we were hanging out with the astute tourists this morning also, starting off at 6 o'clock. Jimmy, Kenny, Eddie, and Scott over there. And then from there we went over to Eddie Lugo Studios at 7:30, which Eddie runs Monday through Friday at 8:30, y'all. Jimmy's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6. And then today, usually at 8 o'clock, See Me Traveling's coming on, but they're still out. So they haven't recovered from their cruise yet. So I said, you know what? Rise and Shine can jump in there and rise and shine this morning. No problem. But at 8:30 today, I got to remind you of these people right here. Look at them. 3 good-looking people. Elisa from Elisa's Adventures in Cruising. Scott from Controversial Cruising. And that Chet guy from Sea Lake Journeys. Wow, look at that red bow tie. But yeah, 8:30 they're coming on. The Conscious Cruiser on YouTube and on Spotify. Check them out there too. Yo from Eddie. We was just mentioning you, Eddie. How's it going, Eddie? Aaron says it's 7 a.m. Central Time. Our cold weather advisory dies in 5 hours as we finally get above freezing. Wow. Well, we're going to get above freezing at about 10 a.m. here. So we got about 2 more hours. You got 5 more hours. Yeah, we only got 2 more hours. We're going to beat you. We're going to be unfrozen before you, Aaron. And Scott, good morning to you, Scott. Controversial Cruiser. We're going from Controversial Cruising and the Conscious Cruiser. We're going to follow him and do a raid over to the Conscious Cruiser, y'all. Right? And Pete's here also. Good morning to you, Pete. What's going on this morning? Happy Monday to you. Hello. Gregorius. I like it. And hey, Ocean Travel right there. Yeah, good morning to you, Bruce and Cindy. And man, y'all had some great ideas. The Facebook ideas y'all put up. Oh man, that's sensational. And I need to remind myself of something. I'm writing it down now, Bruce, so I don't forget. Yeah, because I want to work on that. We definitely got to do that. We got to do that. Sensei Rabbit, he wants to do it too. He says, come on, do it. Y'all do it. A yellow bird, is that at 123 Sesame Street? Oh, it's an old classic carnival drink, John. And it's got rum in it. I don't know what else it has in it. It ends up being yellow, and it's got rum in it. But nothing to do with that big fuzzy guy on Sesame Street at all. That was my favorite drink back in the day. And then they did away with it. And then one day I just happened to, I was up there at the bar up on Lido deck. I'm like, man, I can't believe y'all don't, how come y'all quit making the yellow bird? He goes, I know how to make a yellow bird. I said, well, it's not on your menu. He goes, watch this. I'm like, oh, watch this. So yeah, it was a good trade. And I went back to him every day to get a yellow bird. So as the southern states learning what up north people feel, maybe a little bit. It's nowhere near, because tomorrow it's going to warm up more, and the next day it's going to be probably 70. So we only get a little tiny bit of what y'all get, you know. It's not even close enough to say we get a taste of it, I don't think. I still have not put anything on heavier than a sweatshirt or a little hoodie, you know, even outside. So of course now the wind, if I was going to stay out there, I'd have to put some kind of windbreaker on. The wind was brutal. Oh my gosh. If the wind wasn't blowing, I could handle 25 degrees. I can handle 25 degrees, but with the wind blowing, it's at 25 mile an hour. Oh my gosh. It just cut through you like a knife. Made my nose go, hello. I thought my nose was going to recess back into my face. Uh, you know, sometimes your body does that. Okay, just saying. We're rolling on down here again. We got TJ coming in this morning. Good morning to you, TJ. Thanks for joining us. And so, good morning, Eddie. Hello, a big old blanket wave. A blanket wave is very appropriate today because, man, everybody needs an extra blanket today. My big old cruise news story I wanted to jump on this morning, though, real quick, is the Coco Cay in Mexico. You know, Royal Caribbean was going down there and taking Costa Maya. Costa Maya, you know, it kind of needed to be redone. Costa Maya's getting kind of old. Costa Maya's turning into what Freeport kind of used to be in a way. You know, not that bad, but people weren't as looking forward to going there as much. Well, Royal Caribbean says, you know what? We'll make another Coco Cay right there. We'll make a Coco Cay Mexico. And so they got all the permits, they got all the stuff, getting ready to go. Oh, I got bad news for you, Royal Caribbean fans. A federal judge in Mexico decided, oh no, we're going to put a stop on that. We're going to put a stop on that because I want to make sure that the permitting was done legally and correctly and grammatically and numerically correct or whatever. Okay, so I'm thinking, is this really going to be a problem? Or is Royal Caribbean simply going to have to reach back into their wallet and pay another fee to somebody? No names. What do you think? Is this going to slow down the Coco Cay in Mexico for years? Or are we going to hear next week that, hey, the paperwork came out okay? Hey, paperwork's going to be held up by years because the judge finds out it wasn't done correctly in the paperwork. Or B, next week we're going to find out, oh, everything was fine. I just wanted to make sure. Everything's fine now. It's okay. I'm kind of betting on B myself, but what do y'all think about that? Are you looking forward to a Coco Cay in Mexico taking the place there of the old Costa Maya? I'm thinking, I think it's going to be a great thing. It'd be a great thing when they get it there. I'd want to go check it out. The Coco Cay they have on the island's fantastic, and I can't imagine that what they're going to do with Costa Maya, because I think it can be even better. It could possibly be even better. How about that? Yeah. And hey, good morning to you, Will G. Thanks for joining us here this morning, Will. Woohoo! Right on. And Lee coming in. Hey, listening and cleaning my track so you can run the train. Right on, Lee. Yep, you got to clean that little tiny track. I know you got to keep that stuff clean, man, because that's a job right there. All right. Ooh, I did not have my thumbnail for tonight. I was going. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go get it because I want to remind you that tonight over here on Sea Lake Journeys we are going to be we're gonna be doing it up. It's part of our there we go. Our get ready, vacation ready. We want you to get vacation ready with us. And where is it? I know it's called day 8. I know I saved it. Oh my goodness. Don't tell me it disappeared. Oh, there's day 9. Is it day 9? 6, 7? It should be day 8. I don't know. Oh, there it is right there. Good grief, guys. I can't even find my own stuff. Vacation ready, day 8. So tonight we're going to be doing a lot of walking around, maybe a little bit of dancing around too. Won't necessarily be learning a dance tonight. That's going to be Wednesday night. Wednesday night, come on and learn a new dance that you can use on your cruises or your other vacation places. Tonight we're going to be moving around, getting to moving around. If you got stairs, maybe you can go up and down your stairs. The whole purpose of this is to get yourself a little bit better conditioned, maybe drop a pound or two, maybe just feel better, and so you be ready for vacation. And because sometimes that's a whole giant flight of stairs I'm fixing to go up. Oh yeah. Yeah, so I don't have any stairs here at the house, but just walking around, doing that many steps kind of helps. And we do have a staircase at the gym where I'm at, and I don't use the stair machine. I think that's a little dumb for a prosthetic leg guy my age, but I do go up and down the stairs at the gym. So I'll be ready for something like this, so I can do it. Because man, you know how much walking you're going to be doing on your cruise? Just walking around the ship. You're going to walk miles on that ship. The bigger the ship, the more you're going to be walking. And you want to make sure your legs are feeling good for it and that you are conditioned for all that walking. So come on with us tonight, Sea Lake Journeys at 6:30, and do some walking with us and hanging out. We'll have some good music playing and have a good time. And hey, good morning from ocean to ocean. And Tom says it's only 22 here. We were 25. I guess we were getting a little bit similar to y'all. The crazy thing was the wind. The wind. If you stand on the side of the house where the wind didn't hit you, it's like, oh, okay, I can stand out here and do stuff. Step around the corner, and it's like, oh no, ain't standing that very long. Right? Hey, good morning, good morning. And I thought I heard a whoop, 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 whoop. I did. Well, Scotty J Travels right there. Good morning to you, Scotty J. How's it going this morning? Hope you're staying warm where you are. I got my Charlie Brown sweater on still. I says, you know what? I'll take it off later today because it's got to go in the washing machine along with my hoodie and a few other things I got to wash. And how do the cut off just your heater, gas or electric? Oh, it's electric. And yeah, we had them install a device. They went around, they did it for free, and they said it's going to be a power saver. Ultimately, it's supposed to save us a little money too, which whatever. It didn't cost us anything anyway. But it's going to help to keep the power grid from totally shutting off. How many of you like when your whole power grid shuts off and your lights and everything goes out? I don't like that. I'd rather just my heater go off for an hour and everybody else's heater go off for an hour and the rest of the power stay on and then the heaters come back on. I like that idea better. So I'm like, you know what? Let's do it. And so we did it, and actually, first time we seen it work. We thought, man, for the heater, we're never going to see it work for the heater. But doggone if we didn't. And it worked great. Nothing else went out. Nobody else's power went out. It was really a good thing. I think it worked out great. Whoop! Woo! Cruise Live. Good morning to you. Okay, no typing on the phone. Back to work. Keyboard. Right on, Tom. Tom has to work sometimes at work. I know how that is. When I was at work, I used to have to work sometimes too. Robin Pacific Journeys worked late last night. Real late. But then she got up and made some food in the middle of the night. Made some chicken salad for us to have later today. With no bread, of course. Just chicken salad. But it'll be good. And Aaron says, all that accumulated monkey crap on the elements burning off on that initial burn, it's always stanky. Yeah, Aaron, it's bad. And for some reason, I think there's some residual still. It's like residual dust or something. Now, I change my air conditioning element every 3 months. So, and I get the high filter one, it's supposed to catch allergens and pollens and all that stuff. But doggone, I think I need to go change that thing again, maybe. I don't know. Yo, 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 yo. And see, Tripping with Kim and Scott. Good morning to you guys. How's it going? Yep. Y'all having fun? Did you get back from your cruise? Did you get back to the freezing cold weather? Or are you still out there on the ship? Official KMA. 20 days before we cruise. 18 days before we leave. Tampa, we're just around the corner. And it should be a little warmer by the time we get here, Tom. It should be a little bit warmer. And Will's got 39 in Central Texas. You got it pretty warm then, Will. We're not supposed to hit 39 until maybe this afternoon. I don't know. But we're going to get above freezing at 10. It's supposed to be 32 at 10 o'clock. So at least we'll get out of freezing. And 39 is good. I could live with that. My neighbor is busier in retirement too. It's true, Pete. It really is. I remember hearing some guys say that when I was younger, and I thought, well, that's dumb. You got all day. You don't go to work no more. You got all day to do whatever stupid retiree stuff you do. Well, now I'm that guy, and I'm like, I ain't got time for it all. I have to make a list. I literally make a list every day so I remember to try to get done everything I need to do. Because there's so much to do. And I'm like, how did I do this when I was working? How? We'll be above freezing in June. Oh, I know, John. I know. When I came up there as a kid to upstate New York, I know, pitch up the tent out there to go, sleep out there in the yard, in the fields, and all my cousins would get up in the middle of the night and go back in the house, but not me. I stayed out there and slept all night, and I'd get up and it'd still be like 10 degrees in June. But the thing I liked about it though is I always went barefoot back then as a kid, and the ground was always cold. Even in June, even if it warmed up to like 70 degrees that day, and we're out there, playing kickball or whatever. Yeah, I played kickball barefooted too. I know, dumb Floridian. That's why my feet look like it does. Fred Flintstone. But the ground was always so nice and cold. I was like, man, that feels good. I just love the way that cold ground felt on my feet. We don't have that here. No, no cold ground here. Pete, Pete, and we got some glitter from Shirley right there. Squirrel's World. Thank you, Shirley, for that. Glitter, 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 glitter. We love it. We love it over here. Good morning from Scott Smith, driving and listening. Thanks for that, Scott. We sure appreciate you driving and listening with us. We do appreciate it. Aaron says, hopefully the frost will disappear from my heat pump so that I can turn the emergency heat off. Yikes. What in the world is emergency heat? Emergency heat off. See, that's stuff we don't have down here. Our emergency heat might be go turn the oven on. Turn the dryer on. I don't know what that would be. But it ain't going to get cold enough for us to need no emergency heat. Hey, Najuma, good morning to you. All right, thanks for joining us here, Najuma. Good to see you. And we got tundra. Tundra, yeah, exactly. That cold ground felt like tundra. Good morning to Eddie right there. And we got Together We Travel joining us also. Good morning to you, Together We Travel. Did you really mean Nassau rather than Freeport, referring to Costa Maya? No. No, the Coco Cay is going to be in Costa Maya. In Costa Maya, Mexico. That's where Royal Caribbean's building their next Coco Cays in Costa Maya, Mexico. But they got blocked by a judge because, I don't know, man, maybe they need further permitting or something. But I don't know. But I think it'll go through. But yeah, I think Costa Maya needs a revamping, and it's going to be good. Now, Freeport is getting also redone a little bit by MSC. They're dumping $450 million into Freeport to perk it up. So MSC's kind of handling Freeport, and Royal Caribbean's going to handle Costa Maya. So, hey, all the islands and the ports in the Caribbean are all getting really fixed up over the last few years. I'm digging it. And Ryan says, I'm sure it's held up. A substantial donation to the conservation campaign has been received, if you know what I mean. I know what you mean, Ryan. We're thinking alike. I'm thinking there has to be another contribution made, a substantial donation, if you will, to the right hands. And maybe more than one hand. It may be a hand over here and a hand over here, that need a contribution and a donation. But yeah, I'm thinking that's what it is. I'm thinking Royal Caribbean will just cough it up and get it done, because they're going to make a lot of money over there. Or dare we say, until it turns out Royal Caribbean's money is actually just as green as the cartel money. Yeah, maybe a little bit greener even. Yeah, something like that, Aaron. I would rather they upgrade the grid to handle all the demand. Yeah, I would too. And they've been upgrading it constantly, John. They're putting in massive towers, massive power lines through our area. And it's, but we're building 1,000 houses right here where I'm at in this small area. And they're building thousands of more right here in the same county. It's just growing so fast. And they were replacing, just like 2 years ago, they're replacing wooden telephone poles along the highway with massive steel towers. I mean, not just like the next size up. I mean like the next size, next size, next size, next size up. Super sizing it. And they replaced all of them up and down the highway first. And then they've been going down streets and replacing the old poles with bigger poles and bigger lines and more lines. It's everywhere. They've been upgrading as fast as they can, but they just keep building more stuff. I'm telling you, you can't go 100 yards around here, run into another new building, a new house, a new store, a new something. I just can't believe this little area that I grew up in is going to turn into a metropolis probably before I get too old. And Team Reese, good morning to you. How you doing this morning? Thanks for joining us here. And I'm watching my time real quick here, because at 8:30 we're going to run over to the Conscious Cruiser and hang out with them guys, Scott and Elisa and that other dude from Sea Lake Journeys. And the Champagne say, good morning, Chet. It's 52 here in California with a high of 72 today. Oh, you're rubbing it in on me. I see how you are. I'm not even sure we're going to hit 52 today in Florida. Can you believe that? Well, I'm glad y'all got some good weather out there, and I feel like I got a little bit of sunshine just from talking to you. sending it over my way from California. Thank you for that. I do appreciate it. Tom says, if you retire and now do a YouTube channel, that's more work. Yeah, the YouTube channel is a lot of work. It's a lot more than I thought it was, y'all. If you're not doing a channel and you think you're going to do it, be prepared. It sneaks up on you, you know. It just exponentially grows. And then you add a second channel, and then you become part of the Conscious Cruiser. And then you fill in like I'm doing here this morning, which I love doing. I love it. I like to see how fast can I make a thumbnail and find something to talk about. And I'm getting pretty good at it now. And Z-Man, good morning to the Z-Man. What is going on, brother? We have freezing weather now, trying to fix the flooded basement at the same time. New man cave coming. Yeah, since you got to do all that fixing, Tom, you might as well make it how you want it when you do it. Man, I hate to hear that. That's scary to think about flooding. We don't like thinking about flooding. John says, I can remember the days when you would go swimming in the pond on Memorial Day with ice still on the pond. It's a bit chilly, but so fun. Oh, John, I'm glad you mentioned that, because my aunt had a big old pond right there on her property, and it's the same thing. Even in June, there was ice. It didn't cover the whole pond, like you couldn't go ice skating on or nothing, but for about 2 or 3 feet out was still frozen, a layer of ice all around that pond. And I'd go up there and kick, smash it down with my foot, and I'd say, come on, let's go swimming. I remember the first year I did that, and none of my cousins could swim. I was like, what do you mean you can't swim? You got a pond right here on your property and you can't swim? They're like, no, we can't swim. I said, well, I'm jumping in. They said, go ahead. I jumped in that water, John, and let me tell you what, I would never do that again. At this age now, I would die. If I jumped in that water today, I would die. Luckily, I was young and stupid then, and I jumped in there and swam around, and they had a collie. I grabbed the collie and brung him in there with me, made him go swimming too. He didn't want to, but he did. And yeah, I remember that. Busting the ice to go into the pond. Oh, yeah. It would be called Perfect Day Mexico. That's it, Will. Yes, Perfect Day Mexico. I keep calling it Coco K because, you know, Coco K is in my brain. But it's going to be Perfect Day in Mexico. Will, thank you for that. Double squeakies. The first big double squeakies of the day. For Will G right there. I knew somebody would get a double squeaky this morning. So what is everyone looking forward to most on the ABCs? Just a good old vacation. I'm looking for really to hang out with you guys, hang out with my friends. And gosh, we got to get going, y'all. My time is up. It's 8:29. I'm sorry about that. I could go on for another half hour easily, but we can't because we got these guys right here, the Conscious Cruiser. So thank y'all so much for joining me here today. Please follow me over to the Conscious Cruiser for a big sea lake journey raid. And tomorrow morning, Tuesday, I don't know if See Me Traveling don't come in, I'll fill in again. But until next time, whenever that is, I'll see you around the channel. See you around the channel.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much. Well, thank you very